look at this. We are all ready to Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Oh, look at that. Like my little beach. I'm going to get in this little boat later and go fishing. Do some fun sightseeing around wherever the fuck I'm visiting. I just cracked myself up. I'm so funny. Anyway, all new show. Why is that broken up there? What the hell's going on there? Let's fix that. Hey, you know what? That's the guy that used to be on the show. Remember that when he used to co-host and actually used to show up and do his required co-hosting duties? Yeah, he's, I have no idea what he's doing. Some King's bullshit. But he probably won't be here tonight. So I'm not even going to say his name because he's never here anymore. All new show tonight, Tuesday, with Haunted Horse, The Waterhole, weird stories. We didn't get to those last night because Liz was here. You know who was here? Oh, shit, I don't have the... Liz Smith was here last night. We're talking basketball. You know, I filmed this a little early, so I do not know who won yet. The game just started. But I'm assuming someone in Florida, some fans in Florida are either happy or the fans in Houston are either happy. And then the other ones are really sad because they lost. So we'll figure we'll talk about the game last night or tonight. The last night tonight game. Anyway, I said anyway again, damn it. All new show tonight, Taco Tuesday, Waterhole, be there late. Mark Moda says, cool, a Woodscopes parody show. Don't forget Mark Moda. If we were doing a Woodscopes parody show, there would be no show on because he never broadcasts anymore.
If this was a Woodscopes parody show, Frank, we wouldn't have read that comment. So come on.
Totally inappropriate.
Goddamn shoes. Yeah. Or he got blown off the toilet.
Goddamn shoes.
This is like the new flatulence show. Balance.
Shit, I'm guessing.
Balance.
All right, my guess is in. What are you guys guessing? What happened to this bathroom? Chicken is guessing poop.
Here we are. It is the Waterhole with Rob Hedstrom, Bacon, and Horse.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Ryan, thanks for letting me fill in. And yeah, it's good to be here.
Here's your some asshole with a goatee. Of course, you're going to see it with the audience. Contents, one fucking shit fuck with a goatee. Seriously, just shave the shit off. This. You're going to catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
放点酱，喷水了。
So she's going to dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油
Live! We'll do it
辣椒
live!
面
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
There it goes. And she's going to bite into this thing. That's suggestive. It's the Waterhole. And that's not Rhino.
No, it's not Rhino.
That's Frank and Boise. He's like trading us up.
You know what? He was actually on the Outlaws and Potato. He was Rhino, the sports guy segment on my show. Like he did it twice and then fucking blew me off. He goes, you know what? There's better out there. He's doing the same thing to everybody.
He uses us up, gets to where he wants to go next,
Yeah.
and then he tosses us aside like a used condom. So, the elephant in the room. No, not you. Not you. No. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs. I longed to get rid of my huge boobs until they paid off my family's 130 pounds debt. Amy Sophia, 27, felt uncomfortable with the looks she got from strangers for her larger chest and was desperately trying to raise cash for a breast reduction when she had a change of heart. with size 34 double H. You know what double H stands for? Haunted horse. 34 double H right there. Haunted horse boobs. 34 double H boobs. She turned to OnlyFans for extra cash. But as she grew in popularity, Amy started to see her larger chest in a different light. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You think? Holy crap, look at this. There's the pictures. Holy crap.
Hey guys. We are right in that prime position where we can get horse to say anything, and it'll be a sound drop forever. Which way we want to go?
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, he's losing his mind right now.
Oh my God.
He just
Grandpa.
lost his mind.
Grandpa. Idiot. All right.
Hi, Jim.
Look at this. There he is. There's the man. There's the
I'm
man
not-
that invented the 12 by 12 challenge.
Hold on.
Yeah,
our
hold on.
audience on
I'm
our
gonna be
show.
the voice of. I'm gonna be the voice of God for this one here.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad
The
you
voice
did.
of God returns.
Sent mail inbox pending drafts. Wait, maybe I drafted one, didn't send it. No, all women. Katie, Kelly, Katie 2. So I had a Katie 1 and a Katie 2.
82. All right.
Melody. Yeah. I was quite the player when I had this phone. I'd be all, hey, baby. There was no iPhone yet, so you go, hey, baby, look at this. Woo! A flip phone. Look at me. Ho, ho, ho. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. Rhino and Horse are a couple of dorks who want to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. They thought of a really stupid name. They call it the water hole, where everybody thinks they're lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. Yeah! What's up, everyone? Hey, Adam. So I got the email from Tops, and the email said,
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
"Yep, I did not win the what were we calling it? The pre-sale boxes of Gary V cards. I did not win. I got nothing. I lose." And then, of course, I see all these people on my feed. Oh, I won! Yay! And I'm like, congratulations. Damn you! Damn you, Gary V! Anyway, I will buy them when they go live. When they go live!
Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
When they hit the stores on May 7th, 2 days after my birthday. It couldn't even be on my birthday. It's bullshit. So, War the memory of Tiff living in on your Cheers Open. That's right. Tiff is immortalized in the Cheers Open. I am going to show you folks the new, I've been talking about it for 3 months, Pothead Haunted Horse t-shirts. And I've come up with a system because originally I said, you know, it's only going to be for the potheads. If you're not a pothead, you can't buy one. And I know who the potheads are. Darren, Jay, Nooch. I know who the potheads are. So I wasn't going to let non-potheads get any. By the way, Gail, I'm sure you're watching because I saw you retweet. Thank you for retweeting the show. Appreciate you. And I remember Gail was one of the people that was like, oh, I would like one of those shirts. I wish I could get one. So I thought about it. Do I only make them for potheads, make them available for potheads, or do I let anyone want to get one? So I am going to let anyone that wants to get one. However, Jay won.
You won! You did it!
He is the first person, and he won a contest that I didn't even advertise. I was going to make a contest, and he won it before I even had the contest. And that was basically mention the water hole on the Jim Rome show. And he did. Before I even said, hey, the first person that mentions it. So he won a contest that nobody even knew existed, including Jay. So he gets his shirt for free. And he gets his shirt that is custom from everyone else. I will show those in a little bit. You get to see what they are. In fact, what's interesting is I don't see any of the potheads here. It's like the potheads picked the one day I'm going to reveal the pothead shirt to not show up. No Darren, no Jay. Well, Nooch never, he comes in like once in a blue moon, but the people that get high aren't here. The people that, I'm sure everybody maybe, but the ones that do it like every day. I'm sure there's a few of you that, partake on the weekends. Where's Rhino? No game. Even Adam is here. Maybe he should be the guest host. Ryan has abandoned the show. I'm just going to say it right now. I think he is too chicken to tell me that he doesn't want to do it anymore. So he's just ghosting me. So, which is appropriate because I am the haunted horse and I'm being ghosted. So my guess is that he's just quit. What do they call that when people were quitting their jobs and not like going to the boss say I quit? Silent quitting or whatever they called it. There's all these terms for everything. I think he did whatever that was. Silent quit, whatever. So I'm just going to stick with this and we'll go from there. And I may even just start doing a Haunted Horse and Friends 5 days a week. These are just thoughts I have during the day. I'm like, should I even really be doing this? Now, this brand will stay, but this was more of a co-hosted show. So Haunted Horse and Friends was more of a solo show, but then people would come in and zoom in, and it wasn't like this was tonight's co-host. So that's kind of what the difference was. This was always kind of made for a co-host. Like sometimes Bacon's here, and So anyway, I'm figuring that out. But I might go to Haunted Horse and Friends until I get a co-host back, which may be Ryan. Maybe he didn't silent quit. Maybe he didn't ghost me. Maybe he's just busy. Busy. He doesn't need two hands. Anyway, he's too busy to show up. Splurt. I miss Rhino, says Nick in Fort Wayne.
Welcome to the party!
Nick! Haunted Horse wants to thank Haunted Horse for believing in Haunted Horse. I would like to thank Haunted Horse for believing in Haunted Horse. So, the pothead shirts. Where are the potheads? Jay usually does stroll in here a little late, but usually Darren's like one of the first one or two people. And that's fine to have a life. And no, I didn't tease that today was going to be the unveiling of the t-shirt. But out of all the days to not show up, this was the day that the potheads have been waiting for. Maybe Rhino's getting some afternoon delight. What, every afternoon in between 5 and 6? He hasn't been here for a month. He's getting a lot of delight. A whole month's worth of delight. So, Darren and JR, question mark. Darren and JR, finish the sentence. Darren and JR, stoners. If we're playing match game and, what's his name? I was going to say, with the long ski microphone, I can see his face. Gene Rayburn had his long, skinny microphone, and he opened up the little envelope. Hold on. I'm getting a fake envelope. And he'd go, okay, you need to match with our stars. Darren and JR blank. And then the music will play. Darren and JR blank. And then you hear that ding when they lock in their answers. Okay, Darren and JR, what did you come up with, guest contestant? Darren and JR losers. And the audience will go, yay! Yay! Darren and JR losers! Darren and JR losers. Okay. Emily, our contestant Emily. Richard Dawson came up with Darren and JR losers for the new car. Did you match the answer? And then we go ding and say Darren and JR stoners. Oh, you missed the car. Oh, we were looking for Darren and Jay are losers. Anyway, there's the match game. I love match game. Match game, they had match game and then match game PM. They would have the one in the morning slots, and then match game PM would show up at like 5:30 p.m. Hey, Jeff in Southfield.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, Jeff in Southfield. All right, I'm going to tease the shirts. I want to see a single stoner. I don't even need them all. I just need one. One stoner before I reveal the shirt. Okay. And I was going to reveal the shirts. I haven't even picked news stories. Yes, by the way, Peter, I was late. This show did get off about 2 minutes late. Because I was trying to upload the pictures of the t-shirts that I haven't shown anybody yet. So I do have some stories that left over from yesterday. Wait, where's the one? I have the world's longest tongue. Did we do the world's longest tongue yesterday? I don't think we did. I think I teased it by telling everyone that my grandfather could touch the tip of his nose with his tongue, and all his grandkids tried and we couldn't. And it wasn't like he said, I can touch the tip of my nose with my tongue and never show us. No, he did it. And we were amazed. And then we spent the whole afternoon trying to go. And still couldn't do it. So we did not get the long tongues that my grandfather had. I got my grandmother's genes. No long tongue. Anyway. Well, no long tongue that I could touch my nose. I guess I have a long tongue. I've been told. Hey-o. So we're gonna see the world's longest tongue and what was the rest of the headline? I have the world's longest tongue. What I can do with it makes people scream in shock and horror. Not horror. Horror. Not the haunted horror. All right, so I got that story. Sticking story. What else do we want? Moment influencer inadvertently films herself getting stung by deadly box jellyfish. Did we do that one? I think we did that one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. I think I talked about it. Did I show the pictures? Anyway, whatever. I'm having deja vu. Once again, I had a vivid dream last night. Remember the other night it was the wolves chasing me, and they were out of ammunition at the store, and it was getting dark, and my whole family were trying to get home and walk through the woods. Yeah, last night was equally weird. So something's going on. I'm having vivid dreams. I don't know if that means I'm stressed out or not as I'm stalling while I'm looking at stories. Dr. EMF wants you to unplug. Yeah, this is an idiot, I think. So we're going to talk about the idiot.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Not me. I mean, I may be, but we're going to talk about Dr. EMF. My brother could be my son. We had this the other day. I had 3 stories that were better than all of these. Where'd they go? Did I delete them? My brother, let's see. Stop. Doctors. Oh, this is a good one too. Okay. Where are the stoners? All right, I'm not going to wait any longer for the stoners. I'm going to unveil the stoner shirts. Jay already knows because I made it on, I don't know, sometime over the weekend. Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, somewhere in there. I finished it. And so I sent him, I had to ask him what color shirt he wanted. And then I had to ask him what size shirt he wanted and verify his address hadn't changed since the last time he got a shirt. So he's got his. I got the email today. It is going out in the mail. I am getting one identical to Jay because it's me and I can make what I want, right? So here's what Jay and I are getting. And then I will let you know what anyone else that wants these in the future, once I throw them up on the store, can get. So Jay and I are getting this. Haunted Horse Ganja Gang, founding member. So Jay is a founding member, and he is a founding member because he got the waterhole mentioned on the Jim Rome show to a national radio audience, and he won a contest that he didn't even know I was running. And for that, he got this. So this is what everybody else can buy if they want. I know some people were interested. Maybe you look at it and go, "Ew, I'm not wearing that." I was interested until I saw how ugly it was. Well, it is what it is. I designed the horn. I mean, I look at it this way. If you're not stoned right now, it probably is ugly. But I'm guaranteeing if you're baked, that probably looks like the Mona Lisa. So I think a stoner crowd is going to be much more interested in this. Here's the other one. Okay, so how do I show that? Because the background. Anyway, the other one's the same thing. It says official member. Jay is the only one, Jay and myself, that get the founding member because he's got to have something special. He won a contest. If I give him something special, or if I give him something then anyone else can buy it, then it's less special. So big deal. It's founding member, official member. There you go. I don't know if you can see it on here. The letters on the text are like marijuana leaves, or yeah, you can see they're textured like marijuana. I was very proud of that. So I've got the letters made out of grass, basically. The Ganja Gang letters are grass. And there you go. So there it is, the unveiling of the Ganja shirts that I spent 3 months procrastinating on, and I finally made. Wait, if I put this one behind this one, I can get a black background. Let me see. Yeah, so I just got to move this over. That's what it's going to look like. Official member versus founding member. There you go. There you go. That's what it looks like. All right, there you go. That's what took me. It's beautiful. That's what took me 3 months to come up with. I will say this. I have a lot of designs that when I finished them and I spent like 2-3 hours on them, I just didn't like them. Either they were too cluttered or I kept talking myself out of them. I should probably show you the fails later. I can't upload them all now while I'm doing a show, but I should show you all the ones that I shot down after I did them. They looked good, and then I started moving stuff around. I'm like, that looks like ass. And after 3 hours, I'm like, fuck this shit. So that's basically why it took me 3 months, because I got frustrated. I always want to be a perfectionist. So there you go. Let's just say Jay will love it. Right. By the way, Jay is an extra large because they are 98% cotton, 2% polyester. I said, dude, it's going to shrink. So make sure. And he's like, well, normally I'm a large, but if it's going to shrink, then extra large. I said, there you go. You don't want to be
Fat!
And have it all like beer bellied, stretched out and shit.
Fat!
Okay. Let's get to I have the world's longest tongue. If the potheads ever show up, I will put it back up on the screen real quick. Cheers, Eric. Eric, are you still in Hawaii? Han Horse teases with his tongue, right? You still in Hawaii? Trigger's bad. Okay. Oh, by the way, I was going to talk about the basketball game last night. Liz showed up. Elizabeth! And we talked basketball yesterday. And I did call Florida winning. So she was rooting for Houston because she lives in Texas. Makes sense. But I called Florida winning, and they won. And I had that picked in one of my pools. brackets. So yeah, that was. You know what I will say? This sucked. The one thing with my job, I gotta get up at 4:30 now with the new hours, the 4-day week. I cannot stay up and watch that shit. I do not want to be exhausted at work. I drive for a living. I don't need to fall asleep at the wheel while I'm driving for work and run off the road and hit a tree. So I had to pull the plug at halftime. So I did not get to see. I guess it was a double-digit lead, and then they came back, and then Houston missed 4 shots in a row or 4 turnovers and shit. I guess it was an amazing game. I went to bed. I missed it. I have the world's longest tongue. I wonder how popular this dude is. I'm assuming it's a dude. I haven't looked at this yet. It might be a woman. It might be. Why am I'm being sexist assuming it's a dude. No, sexist.
You racist piece of shit.
Not racist, sexist. Oh, it is a woman. Look at that. I just had to throw that out there. I still assumed it was a guy. It's a woman. The woman with the world's longest tongue is going viral. Did she get the herp? Is going viral after revealing that she uses her Mondo lollipop liquor. Her Mondo lollipop liquor. I should make a shirt. Haunted Horses Mondo lollipop liquor. To play Jenga and lift utensils, among other party tricks. That's funny. Jenga? Like pushing the freaking blocks out with your tongue. She demonstrated some of these feats of length in a video blowing up online. Wow, we want to see the video. I didn't know there was video. Get the stupid ad off this stupid screen. And then Google's all, why do you want to stop seeing this? I don't know, because I don't like advertising. Google. All right, so I got to get through the commercials. I like it when you go to look at the video and then they have a link to YouTube, because I pay so I don't have to watch the advertising. So much fucking better. Video blowing up online. Quote, that's what makes my tongue, this is a quote now, that's what makes my tongue the most fun. When I can do things that are outside the box with it, unquote. Did she just give us an innuendo? Things I can do outside the box? I know what she did there. Where is the tongue video? That's not the tongue video. I watched 2 commercials to get to the tongue video and you don't have it? That's bullshit. Why am I seeing an alien on the beach when it's under... Look at this bullshit. This is the kind of shit. I have the world's longest tongue. Now they're showing the alien video. We had that already. Where is the tongue? And that now is an eel. Fuck you, New York Post. You know, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm not in the mood for this. Wait, get that fucking ad off the fucking screen. I am not in the mood for this shit. Well, there's a picture of the video. Look at that tongue. That's long. That looks like she's biting on something that's fake. A fake tongue. Where's the video? That is freaking nasty. That is pretty big. I don't know. Mine's pretty big. Oh, that's freaking gnarly. That makes it look way bigger because you see it going back into her mouth. Where's the video? These are pictures. Damn it. Where's Tyler? He would be pulling the video up for me. Where's my EP? Where's my co-star? Sorry, I left that on. Where's my co-star? Where's my EP? What's wrong with you people? I'm out here by myself. All right, so that's what makes my tongue the most fun, when I can do things that are outside the box with it. Hey-o. Chanel Tapper 34 told Guinness during a recent demonstration on March 31st, with a lingua that measures 3.8 inches. We are measuring on the Haunted Horse Show. It's 3.8 inches right there. Am I close? Wait, where am I? I need a mirror. I mean, it's probably not funny to you. It's funny to me. All right. I'll measure it later. The tongue. I measured the other thing a long time ago. With a lingua that measures 3.8 inches from the tip to the lips. So you got to be like, can't measure it all the way into your mouth. From the tips to the lips, the California boasts the Guinness Book World Record for longest tongue of any female, a mark she's held since 2010. Wait a minute, how old is she now? She wasn't that old. She was, what was she, 34. Oh, okay, so what, let's see, we're talking 15 years ago, so they measured her off when she was 19. She got the record. Dang. Did I do that right? Yeah, 19. The rumor Gene Simmons has had surgery is a common misconception. His tongue is naturally long and is one of his signature trademarks. It's Scary Spice all grown up. I can see that. Cindy says gross.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, it's so good to see you again.
34. Good catch, dude. 34. Good catch, Eric. Okay, we already looked at the pictures. Understandably, her Titanic tea taster, which has earned Tapper comparisons to the long-tongued Spider-Man villain Venom, has garnered a flurry of reactions over the years. This quote, as I yell it in your ear. This is a quote. Honestly, the best reaction I could ever get when someone sees my tongue is screaming, unquote. She admitted, quote, I actually do like when people yell or scream in shock or horror sometimes, unquote. However, her kiss-evoking liquor is more than just aesthetically anomalous. Tapper can perform a multitude of fun, silly tricks. Well, we don't get to see the video, apparently, because you didn't link it, bastards. During the recent Guinness video demonstration, the lingually endowed gal removed Jenga blocks, upended red Solo cups, touched her nose. See, my grandfather could do that. And even held up a spoon by twining her tongue around it like a chameleon. I'm a chameleon. I have a long tongue. I grab the spoon. Having a supersized stamp sticker has licked down doors for Tapper. Quote, my favorite thing about being a record holder has to be when I get to travel and meet other record holders as well, unquote, she said. I've got a burp that I got. Hold on. There you go. I have a burp button. You didn't hear it. It sounded something like this. I get to meet other record holders as well, she said. Quote, it's fun. And of course, I get to see the parts of the world I'd never seen before, unquote, just for having a long tongue. Now I bet we all wish we had a long tongue so we could go travel the world. These have included getting to travel to Milan and having her tongue painted blue and green for the Welcome Successful Living campaign from the Italian fashion brand Diesel. That was a whole sentence of I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Tapper's tongue is not the thickest liquor in the world. So she's got the longest tongue, not the thickest tongue. That honor goes to Oregon. Oregon mother Jenny Duvander, whose tongue circumference measures a whopping 5.21 inches, wider than the size of a soda can. There's a mom in Oregon, her tongue is wider than this. That's nuts. That's crazy. That's whack. That's it. That's the story. Where's the video? Where's the video? Tyler, where's my EP? Where's my video? Picked a bad night to take the night off. This is one of those kooks, I think. Don't read the stories. I'm going to assume it's a kook. Hey, any potheads here yet? Nope. From the New York Post, meet Dr. EMF, the real-life Better Call Saul character who passes out around Wi-Fi. Oh, he's not a kook. He has a condition. And why you should unplug your lamps and routers. So this dude gets near Wi-Fi and he faints? I've never seen Better Call Saul. Is that what the show's about? A guy that can't get near electricity or he passes out? What the hell is that? With a micrometer. I have a kiss-evoking liquor. Jay probably. Right, Jay's missing out on all these great setups. It's your neighbor, horse. Wait, who's my neighbor? Oh, the organ lady? Maybe. No, our neighbors don't have fat tongues.
Fat!
I'll say it. How did she get anything in her mouth with a tongue that big?
Fat!
I don't know. Which one? The fat tongue or the long tongue? Or both? Her tongue is as wide as as the can is tall. That's a wide tongue. That's fucking wide. I think mine's only like 2/3 of the can. Or half.
Fat!
There's the word haunted. Every time I see that, I'm like, what? The word haunted is coming up. Okay, so this is that weird dude that, okay, so Better Call Saul ended 2 years ago. Never saw it. But you could have fooled, is that the one that's the spinoff of Breaking Bad? Is that what that was? But you could have fooled the audience at last week's Biohackers World Conference. Russell Court, 59, took the stage at the swanky One Hotel West Hollywood and immediately asked the crowd to switch their smartphones to airplane mode to disable their wireless and cellular capabilities. The chiropractor turned scholar of electromagnetic fields, who goes by Dr. EMF, describes how he becomes impaired with exposure to wireless technology. I mean, I'm not going to lie, dude. If you came in this room, you'd probably drop dead. I've got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. I mean, this is probably a gas death chamber to you. You walk in here and you're like, oh, no! Dead. The chiropractor, exposure to wireless technology. So how he becomes impaired. Though he wasn't ensconced. I'm surprised I knew what that word was. Though he wasn't ensconced in a space blanket, Court brings to mind Michael McKean's brilliant but haunted character on Better Call Saul. Chuck McGill suffered from EMF hypersensitivity, which made him extra vigilant about the electronics he encountered. Is that that's a thing? So you're walking by someone with Wi-Fi and you start flailing? Really? Now I'm looking at this next story. Naked yoga instructor reveals the best nude poses to do with a partner for improved intimacy and stress relief. And then there's two people naked. I can't put it on the screen, sorry. I'll get in trouble. Is this Cousin Eddie? Didn't he have a plate in his head? You know what? Cousin Eddie, life imitating art. Who is weirder, Cousin Eddie in the movie or the actor that plays Cousin Eddie? And I'm going to say the actor that plays Cousin Eddie is way more disturbed than Cousin Eddie. I don't think he was acting. Well, he was acting to be less of a weirdo. because no one would believe someone's that weird if he just went on and portrayed himself. And EMF protection has become a big business. Special curtains, blankets, phone stickers, jackets, underwear. EMF protection underwear, so your junk doesn't get, look at that. So your junk doesn't get zapped by EMF, electromagnetic frequencies. Okay, so underwear too. So big business with the curtains, blankets, and all that have flooded the market despite doubts that they absorb or deflect radiation admitted by Wi-Fi modems, Bluetooth devices, smart meters, cell towers, microwaves, and mobile phones. Court took precautions even further, welcoming Kaizen. What is that? In 2019, when he was around 7 weeks old. Huh? Welcoming what is that, his kid? I don't know what that means. Kaizen. Okay, here it is. Kaizen is the first EMF hypersensitivity dog. Oh, so we got a dog named Kaizen. Kaizen is the first EMF hypersensitivity dog in the world, and he works directly for me, court said. He's watching, and he's also being affected. So it's canary in the coal mine, except it's a dog with EMF sensitivity. So if the dog starts going, you're like, whoa, let's get out of here before it hits you. I'm really curious. Like, if you set up a secret, like, Wi-Fi area and he didn't know about it, would he be able to, like, or is this, like, made up? I'm really curious. Court said he trained the Aussie Blue Heeler for 9 months, and a professional worked with him for 6 months. The process was pretty brutal. We took 8 cell phones and put them around my heart on YouTube on high volume. Had me hold a real nasty, powerful cell phone and threw a ball at me. Court recalled. I'll read that again because I didn't get it the first time either. Quote, we took 8 cell phones and put them around my heart. I get that. On YouTube, so they were all playing YouTube on high volume. Maybe they were playing my show. Had me hold a really nasty, powerful cell phone. So he's holding one. He's got 8 around his heart, playing YouTube videos, and threw a ball at me. Court recalled. Court was peppered with math questions until I started having a mental breakdown and experienced the loss of motor functions. I don't know what they're talking about now. I don't get it. Every 10 minutes, they do a sweat sample. Oh, a sweat sample of my skull, he said, adding that samples were also taken from his hands and frozen. This is like a word salad. They used those samples to test Kaizen for 6 months, and they'd have him run into a room and smell different containers. Court explained, and when he smelled that, he would start barking. Does anyone know what this is saying? I have no idea what they're talking about. Kaizen was well behaved throughout Court's 30-minute talk, presuming most phones had been holstered. We now know cell phones aren't great for the body or mind. Excessive screen. I don't know where the fuck. I'm sorry. I'm done. And that story goes on for like another 12, 13 paragraphs. I've just lost interest because I'm confused. All I know is the guy gets near a Wi-Fi connection. All right. Well, I do remember the guy that used to go into seizure when he heard Mary Hart's voice from Entertainment Tonight. So anything's possible, I guess. Hers was the only voice that would put him into a seizure. So he couldn't have Mary Hart on Entertainment Tonight, or he would have a seizure. Anyway, my brother could be my son. The disturbing truth behind my dark family secrets. Are the potheads here? I think I've lost everybody. That last story. I have no idea what that was. That had to be about 10 minutes of the most boring shit ever. Doctors didn't warn. Okay, this is interesting. I'll get back to the brother-son thing. Maybe not. Maybe not. This one's interesting. This one actually is not necessarily weird news, but interesting news that could actually help somebody. BBC, British Broadcasting, whatever channel, BBC. Doctors didn't warn women of risky sex drug urges. This one's weird. And I actually have I have some stories like this. So, not like this, but like side effects of medication making you do things that you didn't know that they would do. Patients prescribed drugs for movement disorders, not bowel movement, Jay. If Jay was here, he'd go, bowel movement. I got a shit. Patients prescribed drugs for movement disorders, including restless leg syndrome, say doctors did not warn them about serious side effects that led them to seek out risky sexual behavior. 20 women have told the BBC that the drugs given to them for RLS, it's not a funny subject, but somewhere Johnny in Texas is trying to get a prescription for these drugs for his next date. Allegedly. Here, take some of these. 20 women have told the BBC that the drugs given to them for RLS, restless leg syndrome, which causes an irresistible urge to move, ruined their lives. A report by drugs firm GSK. GSK, I've had stock in that company at times. Seen by the BBC shows it learned in 2003 of a link between the medicines known as dopamine agonist drugs and what it described as deviant sexual behavior. It cited a case of a man who had No, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, it's drugs that are prescribed for something and then they have the risky sexual behavior is the side effect. And of course, they didn't tell anybody about it. I'm saying right now, though, Ambien, stuff like that has the same effect. I've known people that have had it. And anyway, there's other drugs out there that make you a little more in the mood, whether you want to be or not. Just read the last paragraph. Yikes, Burn. I guess you have to watch that you don't choke yourself. What? Choke yourself? What? What did I miss? Don't choke yourself. I'll say, how'd you get? Okay, I got that. Yeah. Wait, Burn Dog says, Gail, as someone with a similar issue, it can be a problem when you see the dentist or other doctors want to look down your throat. I didn't see that comment. Long tongue, not fat. I do remember I had a gag reflex when that doctor would put the little, what is it, tongue depressor? The little stick, piece of wood. And then they would try to swab that. I gag the second the stick touched my, not even the swab that had to touch the back of my throat. I got gag reflex from the stupid stick pushing my tongue down. I'd go, oh, and they go, we haven't even swabbed you yet. I'm like, okay, I'll try again. And then by the time the cotton swab, that long cotton swab goes in there, they're checking for strep throat or whatever. I mean, it's over. They couldn't even get the swab thing in my mouth before I'm gagging. And then I forget what the trick was. You're supposed to breathe through your nose or your mouth. I forgot. Whatever I was doing was the opposite of what I should have been doing. So, yeah, you don't want to be breathing through your mouth. I think they said nose. Anyway, I hated that freaking swab on the back of the throat. I hated that test. And luckily, I wasn't part of the first batch of COVID tests when they've had the first COVID test and they had to go like way up into your brain. People described it like, I mean, they went up all the way back into the top of your sinus, which is like back here, because that was the only way the test would work. Luckily, first COVID test I took, they just, hell, if you had just drainage, you could get that and it would work. But, okay, so he has the long tongue, dentists or doctors look down your throat. And then they have that little flashlight thing. And they're all looking through it and shit. All I know is every time they went in my ears, they're like, your ears are dirty. I'm like, sorry. What am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do for dirty ears? You're not supposed to stick anything in your ear. So how are you supposed to clean them? They say you're not supposed to put the Q-tip in there. So what the fuck are you supposed to do? You just end up with dirty ears. My brother could be my son. The disturbing truth behind my dark family secrets. Logan Gifford. You know, by the way, that last story, I was trying to like have an educational thing. It went really dark. Like, just, come on. I get it. It was a story about, yeah, anyway. Look it up. You can go back, watch the show, get the keywords, and Google it if you want. Logan Gifford was just 10 years old when his mother, Doreen, why? Back-to-back stories that I'm not going to freaking read. I thought it was going to be like his uncle was his dad or something. Gosh. Give me a second. I got to find something else. 2 stories that just went really off the tracks. Worst wedding ever. What's that one going to be? My wedding day was ruined by a badly behaved kid. Wait, let me look at the New York Post today. Yeah, I'm sorry. This show sucks. They all can't be winners, folks. Let me see. My mom took my pretty name out of a calendar. Now people think my idea is fake. We teased that the other day. I don't want to read that. Oh, wait. These are the stories I wanted the other day and we didn't pick. I wanted to read this one. Why didn't this show up in my folder? Oh, it's going to a different folder. Yep, that's what happened. That's why I couldn't find them. I changed the folder because I was trying to save something else. All right. This one. I gaslit myself. I was interested in this. I gaslit myself into losing 40 pounds. Not gassed yourself, Jay. Racist.
You racist piece of shit.
Haunted Horse, call Rhino on air. Stevie Wonder, I just called to say I love you. No. How about no? I gaslit myself into losing 40 pounds. My mind trick method is obesity doc approved. Okay, I'm very interested. First of all, how you gaslight yourself. Like, I mean, if you had a split personality, I could see it, but I don't know how you do it. Like, if you don't. It's not uncommon for people to lie to others about their weight. Okay, fair enough. Or age or any other thing. Okay, so people lie about their weight. I don't. I was 196 3 weeks ago.
Fat.
And now I'm 188, which is still
Fat.
But I'm trending in the right direction. Hey, open book. If I'm fat, I'm going to say I'm fat. Okay, so one Michigan woman took a different approach. She repeatedly lied to herself until she lost weight. She took advantage of the malleability of the mind, a technique supported by experts. In a viral TikTok, I bet I don't get this video either. New York Post. In a viral TikTok, which almost... Wait, I wonder if I click on this if it takes me to the video. Oh, it
I
does!
gaslit myself into losing 40 pounds by just pretending I'm already skinny.
Select 2 objects of the same shape. Oh, what? To confirm I'm not a bot? You know what, TikTok? This is why you're getting 104% tariffs. Everyone hates you, China. Everyone hates you. Why do I have to do a prove you're human to watch a TikTok video? I don't go to YouTube and have to prove I'm a human. I don't have to go to Twitch and prove I'm a human. But yet, TikTok, China, oh, we want to make sure you're a human. Fuck you. Here, this middle finger proves I'm a human, China. Why would I have to prove myself to be a human to watch a TikTok video? Do robots like TikTok so much that it crashes the system because so many robots are watching TikTok? China, this is why everyone hates you. This is why you're getting tariffed up the ass. Because you're annoying. You're little commie bastards. So stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to prove I'm a human. Idiots. So anyway, we're not watching the video because China is full of shitheads. God, annoying. I'm literally going to your platform to give you business, and you freaking make me prove I'm a human. Annoying as F. I have to prove I'm not a bot to Elon every Monday, LOL. Really? Do you have a Tesla? Proving you're a human racist.
You racist piece of shit.
Do you have a Tesla? What does Tesla like make you match up the traffic lights and the bicycles? Pick the CAPTCHA squares before you can start your Tesla. prove you're a human. Okay, I am not going to prove I'm a human out of principle. And that lady was talking way too fast. Just like, I don't know, the last way. It's like, damn, girl. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to read about it. In a viral TikTok with almost 4 million users, could have had 4 million and one. But you want me to match up geometric shapes, and I ain't doing it, China. That's why everyone is wanting to make you sell your TikTok to the United States. Because you are annoying, China. In a viral TikTok with almost 4 million viewers, content creator Leha Uriel revealed how she had used self-deception. She faked herself out. I love this. I love this. She used self-deception on herself to successfully trim her waistline. I quote, I gaslit myself into losing 40 pounds by just pretending I'm already skinny. Unquote, she explained. That's interesting because if I tell myself I'm skinny, I'm going to say, well, then I can eat the cheeseburger. I'm skinny. Then I can eat the French fries. Then I can eat the Frito chips with the bean dip. I can eat tacos on Tuesday. That wouldn't work for me. I need to tell myself that I'm fat. So that I'm like, no, put the donut down. I was in a bakery today for work. And the freaking cake case and everything else. And they were cooking donuts in the back and I could smell it. And it was brutal. It was brutal because I really wanted a donut. I really, really, really wanted a donut. But I didn't. And I was pleading to the universe, please don't offer me a free one. Because they usually do. This time they didn't. I was happy. What did I get offered the other day? Oh, pizza. That was last Thursday. I got offered 2 slices, the big jumbo slices of pizza, because I went into a customer and, did customer service and made them happy. And they're like, hey, you want a couple pieces of pizza? No, thank you. And I lost 3 pounds last week. If I ate those 2 pieces of pizza, I would not have... Fat! I would have been fat still. Uriel credits the method not only for helping herself shed dozens of pounds, but also for convincing herself she loves to clean the house after years of being messy. Quote, what really got me is that the body will convince the mind that maybe the hobbies you like are active hobbies. Unquote, she said. It's really fake it till you make it. Gaslighting may get a bad rap, but Dr. Megan Garcia Webb, an obesity expert at Weight Medicine MD, believes this type of psychological exercise can be surprisingly effective. Quote, the term gaslighting has negative connotations. Yeah, you said that in the paragraph earlier by saying it gets a bad rap. Why are we repeating ourselves? Doctor, the term gaslighting has negative connotations, but overall, I agree, this is possible, unquote. Garcia Webb, who also hosts the YouTube series Weight Medicine with Dr. Megan MD, told the Post. See, at least the doctor, the kid puts her shit on TikTok. You have to prove yourself a human. If I go watch Weight Medicine with Dr. Megan MD, that's on YouTube. I don't have to prove I'm a human there. YouTube doesn't care. Maybe the robots want to get skinny too. Quote, what she is talking about is a concept we discuss in coaching all the time, which is adopting the mindset of someone who already has the desired result and essentially reverse engineers it, unquote. Okay, we're going to practice this. V in the face here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Wait, is Juicemas tomorrow? Oh, it's Thursday. So tomorrow is Juicemas Eve. Juicemas Eve tomorrow. The Crosswalk ones, all of them mess me up. This stupid freaking Restream account every month signs me out to make me sign back in, and then it makes me do CAPTCHA. And the only time it sucks is when I'm running behind and I'm starting the show, and then it goes, you're signed out. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And then I'm like trying to do this shit so I can get the show up on time. Yes, I was 2 minutes late today. It was not because of a CAPTCHA. But I've had shows start late because I'm guessing the fire hydrants, and it keeps saying, wrong, redo it. Now you got to find the motorcycles. And I'm like picking the squares, and I'm like, there. Oh, shit. Okay, now you got to find the bicycles. Okay, there. What the fuck? And then it locks you out if you can't do it in 5 times. Okay, tell me. There's a bike on the screen. Does the seat count as the bike because it's got its own square? Or do you just want the wheels and the frame? I mean, what constitutes a bike? The bike is in there and it takes 7 squares. So if the person's ass is on the bike but it's touching the seat, is that part of the bike or is that the ass? Is that part of the human or is that part of the bike? Click that one. You son of a bitches. I hate CAPTCHA. And here's the funny thing. As I rant all over the shit. Here's the funny thing. CAPTCHA can now be beaten by AI. There are several AI programs that beat CAPTCHA. So my point, and I read that 5 months ago. So my point is, why do we still have it? It can be beat. So the AI can fucking get it right, but the human can't. Take your CAPTCHA, shove it up your ass. Take your CAPTCHA and shove it up your ass. Horse ring. God, life just pisses me off. That's why horse ring makes me laugh so hard. It's like, fuck. The person that invented CAPTCHA is a freaking idiot. Anyway, AI beats it. So get rid of it. It doesn't work anymore. Go away. What is she talking about? Okay. I want to go back to this. And I know the show's almost over, but I want to go back to this because I want to practice this. What she is talking about is a concept we discuss in coaching all the time, which is adopting the mindset of someone who already has the desired result and essentially reverse engineers it. So if I tell myself that I'm rich. Oh my God, I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. Why stop with a million? Millions, nothing now. Billionaire. I'm billionaire. Okay, I'm a billionaire. I have $1 billion. I have all this money. And I call my boss and I quit my job because I'm a billionaire. How's that going to help me? I'm thinking about being a billionaire. So what am I going to do? I'm going to call my boss. Hey, boss, I quit my job. I don't need you anymore. I'm a billionaire. And then you hang up the phone. You're not a billionaire, though. How is that supposed to help? It's purposely creating an identity shift. The method taps into proven psychological principle. Act like the person you want to become, and your brain starts to believe it. Okay, I'm a billionaire. I'm going to go out, buy a Ferrari Testarossa. And when they say, wait a minute, we just pulled your credit. You don't have enough money to buy the Ferrari. No. What are you talking about? I don't have the money. I am acting like the person I want to become, and your brain starts to believe it. I'm believing it. Give me the Ferrari, you fuck. You don't understand. I'm gaslighting myself. Gaslighting. Sounds like that. Where are the potheads at? I literally had a show devoted to the potheads, and they aren't here. In fact, I should have revealed the shirt on 420. I didn't even think about that. Idiot. Would have been perfect to show this shirt, debut this shirt on 420. I don't even know if 420 is on a weekend or not. Am I doing a show on 420? No, it's Sunday. There you go. So I'm not doing a show anyway. Does that bum people out that 420 is on a Sunday? Or does it make it better because they're off work and they can partake? Whereas if they had to go to work, they'd miss it out. Anyway, there's the new shirt. 100 Horse Ganja Gang. Founding member. Only Jay and I get the founding member. Everyone else can pick an official member. But Jay, first person to get the waterhole mentioned on the Jim Rome show. So he gets the founder. Manifesting. I'm in tears. V, what did Rome call you today? Vance Victor. I can't remember. Joyous celebration. You know what? If we had the Haunted Horse and friends, I could pour a glass of champagne. But I don't have that build. Because this was supposed to be the show I had a co-host. Mary Juicemas. I actually saw that I put it on the calendar. I was surprised when I saw it today. That's funny. Okay. I have got a treat for you folks. In honor of Juicemas. Now, some of you may have seen this, but I think it's new enough that some of you haven't. So I'm going to play a new movie trailer in honor of Juicemas. It's only a minute long. Here you go. Enjoy. In honor of Juicemas, I am giving you the movie trailer. Here, yes, this is it. Okay, here we go.
Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hey, little girl, stop! What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police.
There you go. In honor of Juicemas. If you want to see that last joke again, did you guys see that? They're all looking at their dads and telling them how much they love them on the police memorial wall. And then, this happens.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police.
My wife saw this trailer before I did, and she goes, the new Naked Gun trailer's out. It's got Liam Neeson or whatever, and she goes, wait till you get to the last joke. So I'm like, okay, what is it? And they went to the thing, and I thought the last joke was him just standing there with his like strawberry underwear on. I'm like, I mean, that's not very funny. And then it went into that next scene, and then the OJ joke came on. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that was freaking funny. Just in time for Juicemas. The new Naked Gun trailer. Darren has now retweeted the show. Thanks, Darren. Except you're not here for the unveiling of the weed shirt. Damn, weed heads are so unreliable. All right. Oh, damn, all right. Damn you, Bacon. Okay, everyone, I'll be back tomorrow. The Waterhole, or you know what? It might be Haunted Horse and Friends. I haven't decided yet. But it's going to be something. Back at 5 p.m., shits and giggles, all the good stuff. Thanks for showing up, everyone, except for the potheads. You don't get any credit. I didn't see a single pothead. Like I said, some of you guys may partake in a little weed every once in a while. I'm talking about the ones that smoke it every day. They're unreliable. They weren't here to see their new shirt. And I'm really, 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 really upset about it. The Haunted Horse Ganja Gang. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Be back on Hump Day tomorrow. See you later. Alligator. Bye-bye.